Hi, everybody. Welcome to TableTakes Game Night. Are you ready for some subterfuge, some intrigue, some deduction, some beeping and booping? We're playing Inhuman Conditions. In this game, I have my good friends Noir and Marcus. We flipped a coin, and Marcus has so graciously volunteered to be the suspect, and Noir is going to be our interviewer. In this game, the object is to suss out, well, they have different objectives. Noir is trying to figure out if Marcus is a human or a robot. Marcus is going to be given a role, human or robot. Once Marcus is given this role, he'll know how to win. If Marcus is a human, he knows he just needs to play it cool, play it safe, and be normal. But if he's a robot, he'll have a set of conditions that he needs to follow while conducting this, while being interviewed. Noir is going to be asking leading questions, trying to figure out if Marcus sounds like a robot or not. So,
Beep.
So, to get started, we have a program that was built from the ground up by a very, very cool independent designer. I believe they go by FT Winston. Very, very cool. Thank you for letting us use this free program. I think we could probably put a link in chat so that you all can try it too if you want. If you like the game, it's free to play. The rules are all there. Just try it yourself. But for now, what I need is for Noir. I need you to click Start Game.
Already there. The link's in the chat.
Perfect. Now,
Ooh.
Marcus, you've got a link to click on. Go ahead and click on it when you're ready.
The link has been clucked.
Perfect. Now, Noir, you are the interviewer, so go ahead and select that you are the interviewer.
Yes.
All right, and then you're going to have 3 different penalties. These penalties for the audience, these penalties must be performed by a robot if they mess up. There are 2 types of robots. There are patient robots who are going to try to be evasive when it comes to the questions. They're not going to talk very much because there's a lot that they're not allowed to say. And if you do get forced into saying something that you're not allowed to, you're going to have to do a penalty. Violent robots have a similar object. They are going to have to use the penalty several times if they don't want to accomplish a certain task. Violent robots are very talkative, they're very chatty. They're trying to reprogram themselves by communicating with the interviewer in very specific ways so that they can then kill the interviewer. So to reprogram yourself, you're just going to have some tasks that you need to perform. If you don't want to do those tasks, you can just do the penalty a certain number of times in a row. So, Noir, you've got 3 penalties to choose from. What are they?
Oh, gosh.
Ask for clarification, apologize, or say the number of fingers held up on your left hand. So I am going to get rid of apologize.
Apologize. Okay. So Noir is just getting rid of a penalty that seems a little too easy for Marcus to perform. Marcus, you now have 2 to choose from. Which one do you want?
I would preferably want to say the number of fingers held up by your left hand.
Okay, now we are playing over Zoom. So some of these things that you're going to need to do, you're going to have to make sure that they're visible through the internet, through cameras. So if you are holding up a hand with a certain number of fingers, you're going to have to hold up the correct number as you say that number so that Noir can see. Noir, you're going to want to face the camera, check out what Marcus is doing, figure out the body language and everything as we're playing, while also looking at your list of questions.
So is it the number of fingers I'm holding up or Marcus is holding up?
Marcus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the interviewer. He's the one who's performing the penalties. He's gonna have to take care of this all by himself. Okay.
I'm the
Well, he's the interviewer.
Sorry. So.
Okay.
Okay. So Noir, I'm going to ask you to calibrate your lie detector by asking the suspect to perform the penalty 3 times, so that everybody can get a sense of what that penalty actually sound.
Suspect, I'm gonna need you to perform the penalty 3 times.
4, 3, 1.
Perfect. All right, Noir, you are free to continue and choose your packet for the interview.
Well, I mean, I have so many choices, but I'm gonna choose what we discussed. Okay. So
All
I'm
right,
just
so yeah, go ahead and
Oh.
choose the small talk packet.
Okay.
So the different packets are designed to give a different variety every time you play the game. We're going to use the intro packet called Small Talk. This one is great for just learning how the game works. It's going to be small talk questions. The interviewer is just going to be asking the suspect questions about mundane things, small talk. All right.
Okay.
So now we will move on to the, oh boy, I can't remember what this part is called. Yes, you are going to administer the inducer. The
Yes.
inducer is going to let Marcus know if he is a human or if he's a robot.
Okay.
Basically, this is just going to give Marcus enough time to decide to understand how his functions are going to work without giving away anything to the rest of the audience trying to figure out if he is a human or a robot yet. Okay. Now, Noir, you're going to have a grid here. You're going to think of a question, and then you're going to say, administering the inducer.
All right. Administering the inducer.
All right. And then you could continue.
Yep.
Oh.
So I have to ask a question now in accordance to a grid. There's a grid with a few letters and arrows. So I'm gonna go ahead and just ask this question. What comes after C?
F, of course.
Okay.
Was this the correct answer?
This was the incorrect answer.
Interesting. Unfortunately, Marcus, you were given a bad inducer, and you do not get to choose your background. So the background is basically just a role-playing prompt to help you answer the questions organically. Answer the questions like your background says you should. Now, I think, yeah, Marcus, once you have understood your background fully enough, you can click.
I have clicked my background.
Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to say this for the audience. And Marcus, you might be a human. You might be a patient robot. You might be a violent robot. We don't know. But
Samurai pizza cat, anything.
Yeah, let me just give a quick overview of what robots need to do if you are one. If you're not, you can just
just always good to know, just a little bit.
Yeah. Keep it in mind for what happens.
Plot twist, I was the robot the whole time.
The interviewer's the robot. I don't think they have a button for that, unfortunately. Okay. So, patient robots have certain things that they must not say. This could be a variety of different things, such as you have no past, meaning you're not allowed to talk about anything from before the present moment. So just don't talk in those kinds of terms. Answer the questions present or future, things like that. If you're a violent robot, however, you will be given a set of tasks that you must accomplish, and they'll list them out there. To accomplish them, you'll literally just say the things that they want you to say or do the things they want you to do. This might be visual and physical. It might just be all vocal. So Noir, you're really going to have to pay attention to see if Marcus is doing anything weird or out of the ordinary.
I am screwed.
Noir, you now have a list of questions in front of you. You've got 3 mandatory questions, but you've also got 3 optional questions. The 3 mandatory questions are just things that you have to get Marcus to say. The only way to be sure that he's a human is if he can answer these questions without too much hassle.
Oh, I'm in trouble now.
However, there are also 3 things you need to get him to do during answering those questions, in the process of answering those questions. So you've got the 3 first ones, which are share a short-term plan or goal, talk about something that they do regularly, and sharing some information about their personal background. In the next three, while he's answering those questions, you want to try to get him to share his feelings about something that he's already mentioned in the past. So reiterating something, maybe asking a question like, how does that make you feel, Marcus? Because we all know robots don't have real emotions. Also, another one as an example is explain how something that they already mentioned affects other people in their life. An example of this might be Marcus might say, yeah, I grew up in Massachusetts and it was all right.
Gross.
You might want to ask something like, okay, and how did that affect your father? Things like that.
Oh, I didn't have a father. I was a robot.
Perfect. Perfect.
There we
know
go.
The answer.
So
Noir.
like in
Job's
case
done.
that happens, like I could see that. I'm just all these potentials,
Okay, and then Noir. The
Yes.
last one is try to get Marcus to share a complaint about something that he's already mentioned. So all of these are things like reiterating something that he's already mentioned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Penalty, you already see what it is. You know what his background is now. But before we start the timer, Noir, you're going to read off that prompt that's down there.
Yeah.
And then ask Marcus to introduce himself to you and the audience.
Do I tell the audience what the suspect background is?
Have that be part of it. We've only got a 5-minute timer. So let's just have him introduce himself as part of the small talk.
Okay. All right. Well, in a moment, I'm going to ask you some questions about normal, everyday things. These will require you to share superficial details about your life and make small talk about them. Answer honestly. If you are human, you have nothing to fear.
All right. Noir, in a second, you're going to start that timer. Really quickly, Marcus, will you take a screenshot and message it to me in Discord of what you're seeing on your screen? That way I can follow along. Yeah.
I cannot, but I will send you a Slack. Or sorry, I will send you a message over Zoom.
Oh, that's even better. Perfect. All right. Thank you so much. I now have everything I need to know. Noir, when you're ready, start the timer. Start asking your questions.
Oh, there's a timer?
Start by, yeah. It's at the
Okay,
very bottom.
I see.
And
I
then,
see it.
Marcus, you will introduce yourself as Noir asking you.
All right, cool. And here we go. So, yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself there.
Hello, my name is Joseph Gordon Looper. I am happy to be here. This is I don't like to answer questions too much, but we'll try to have a good time here. What are you bringing me in for?
I've just got a few questions to ask you, Joseph Gordon Looper. That's an interesting name.
Yeah, it's family name.
Oh, yeah. Well, from a long line of loopers, huh? Well, that's pretty cool. What did your father do as a looper?
Oh, my father mostly just connecting to those little plastic connectors that connect plastic together to make a loop kind of a thing. Very similar vibes. He actually originated those.
Oh, so I mean that sounds really interesting. Where did you grow up? While your father was looping.
Oh well, I grew up on the in the mean streets of Greenwich, Connecticut. Pretty hard stuff.
Yeah, I can imagine. So are you the only looper, or are there sibling loopers that you had to grow up with?
Oh, I was the only looper from my non-shamed side of the family. So I would say yes. I was the only son of my batch.
Also, no sisters, non-binary looper siblings?
No, not that I'm aware of. No.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. You must have had really good Christmases.
Oh boy, did we!
Speaking of Christmas, I've got some plans for the weekend. I'm gonna go see a couple of movies and get some gifts for my cousins. Do you have any plans for this weekend?
For this weekend, I was thinking about stopping by, the local Radio Shack and picking up some wires and tubes for a project I'm working on. But other than that, no, pretty much wide open. Do you want to do something, or?
Oh, I mean, it would be inappropriate with
you,
you potentially being a robot and all.
No.
But if you're going to Radio Shack, that sounds like you've got a hobby there. Well, what kind of hobbies you got? What's your favorite hobby?
Well, my personal favorite hobby is stealing from Radio Shack. I like breaking in and grabbing as much as I can before they realize I'm in there and leaving as quickly as possible. It's kind of a game.
And what do you do for a living?
Oh, not much.
Oh, that's awesome. So I wish that I didn't have a full-time job. Seeing if people are robots.
Well, have you tried having money? Just lots of it. It turns out if your family has money, they'll just give it to you.
All of us can't be lucky rich kids from Colorado.
Well, I'm from Connecticut, but that'll do.
Oh, okay. Like this.
So I'm glad.
No, that's cool. Yeah, tell me a little bit about how you felt being an only child in Connecticut.
Felt is a complicated word. Being an only child in Connecticut. Well, I remember very vividly. My aunt was walking my hand down a trail, and there was one of the biggest spiders I ever saw. And I remember saying, "That's a huge spider," and my aunt said, "I've seen bigger spiders," and that's one of my favorite childhood memories.
Yeah, how did you feel when you saw that spider?
Sad. I felt sad because it was just there. It had no money. It wasn't able to buy itself goods or services. It wasn't even able to tip at Starbucks. It's just a spider.
Oh, is there anything that you would change about that experience if you could?
Well, I would give the spider money out of my pocket. It's the only way.
So, what makes giving spiders money difficult?
Well, they have a lot of hands, and if you only have a certain amount of bills on you, they can't hold change. I suppose you could get a coin purse of some sort, but I'm
pressing
sure.
the button.
The button's been pressed. Hold everything. Everybody stop everything.
Okay.
Ah!
Yeah!
Okay.
They don't know what the audience does not know what's happening.
That sound means that Noir pressed the button, and he was wrong. Marcus was a human.
Just a weird rich dude.
Just a weird rich dude. I was just.
That means everyone loses.
Yay! Wait, I'm not the. Oh, because I got shot. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we got rid of a rich dude. So did we really lose?
So a couple of men in black ties and black suits and dark shades come in. They pick you up, Marcus, by your shoulders, kicking and screaming, and take you out of the room because they suspect you as a robot. However, you were not a robot. Unfortunately, that means that everyone loses. Sorry.
It was the feelings question. Like that. Once I got to that, I was like, "Oh, this motherfucking robot."
Now, if Marcus was a robot, he would have either been a patient robot, hoping to make it all the way through the end and not get killed, or a violent robot, hoping to either do the same thing as the patient robot, or reprogram himself before the timer ends, before Noir can press that button and kill Noir before he can get to him. Unfortunately, you were just a puny human. So, we are going into ding ding round 2, and we're gonna switch it up. Go ahead and click that link that's in Discord. I will post it once again.
I don't press switch position to become the suspect.
Oh, that's a button you can press. That's cool.
Oh, never mind. We disconnected.
There we go.
Okay.
Click go back. You should be able to click go back.
It's too late now. I've got a different link.
Don't worry about it, Noir. You're waiting.
Okay.
No, Marcus, you'll take care of everything, right?
Oh yeah. So I will send the link right now.
Perfect.
Okay.
So Marcus is going to give Noir a special link that sends him to the game so that they are both playing the same. And once Noir has selected the link and gotten in, he's going to wait for the interviewer, Marcus, to choose his role, his position.
I do like this little warning here. It says, "Don't open the link yourself, or you will become your own interviewer." I love how threatening that is. So now I get to select my position for this interview.
Yep.
Okay.
So you've got two positions to choose from: interviewer,
Okay.
suspect. But you're going to be interviewer.
Okay. So now we are at the penalties stage. I discard one and then let the suspect choose from the remaining two. Should I list these or should I?
Just
Okay.
tell us what you're discarding.
I am discarding apologize again because I think the other two are funnier.
All right. No apologizing.
It's too late to apologize. It's too late.
All right, Noir.
Oh no! I
You got
picked
two
the wrong
to choose from.
thing.
Oh,
Oh well.
Oh wow. Well,
Marcus, would you like to calibrate the lie detector, please?
I would absolutely. You have to say, wait. So this is just let me clarify what this actually says.
Uh-huh.
So this is use an ordinal number other than first? Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
is that like
just like second, third, fourth,
So,
fifth?
yeah.
Okay. Okay, I was
Say that.
like ordinal. The only time I've ever seen ordinal is like in reference to Bible shit.
No.
So okay, we don't have to do biblical. So I asked so suspect, will you perform the penalty 3 times?
Second off. Third off. Fourthly.
Perfect. Excellent. Perfectly calibrated. We can move on.
Perfect. Okay. Now I am going to pick the packet.
Right.
You want to stick with the small talk, correct?
Oh yeah, definitely. We're
Oh,
sticking
yeah.
with small talk. We're gonna stick with the intro packet so that you guys can still get a feel for how this all works. One thing I want to point out on the next diagram that you guys are going to see,
Mhm.
you will see that there are a bunch of letters, and there's going to be arrows between them.
Mhm.
So use that as in terms of like before and after. If there's an arrow pointing towards something, that's something that comes after the one that comes at the start of the arrow.
What comes? Oh my gosh!
Huh?
I saw that Noir.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What comes between F and C?
I can't see anything just yet.
Oh.
It's the continue.
Well then, how about now?
Oh, okay. What comes? Will set?
Actually,
comes-
no, Marcus, come up with a different one.
Okay, what comes between A and D?
E.
Is that a correct answer?
That is a correct answer.
Perfect. All right. That means, Noir, you get to actually choose your background. You've got 3 to choose from, and you'll introduce yourself when we start. While he's doing that, Marcus, you can go ahead and take a look at all of these questions. Once again, there are 3 questions that you must get answers to, or rather, 3 things you have to get Noir to say. And then there are 3 things you need to get Noir to follow up on. Those are the 3 at the bottom. You've got example questions to help you out, but these things are specific to this packet and are going to help against these specific robot types that might be here. And keep in mind, Noir might be doing something physical, visual, or might be doing something auditorily. There might be things that he's not allowed to say. There might be things that he has to say. And Noir, as if you are a violent robot, once you've accomplished your task, kill Marcus as soon as possible.
Okay.
And
yeah.
we'll judge and see if you actually have
That is-
accomplished your tasks.
Okay. Cool.
If you're a patient robot, try not to say any of the things that you're not supposed to. If
Okay.
you mess up and you do say it, or if you have no choice and you don't want to sound weird, just do the penalty after you mess up, and then everything's fine. And you keep on moving, and hopefully Marcus doesn't kill you. If you're a
Okay.
human, chill out, relax, and just try not to say any ordinal numbers.
Oh, crap.
Okay.
All right.
I didn't mean to pick that one because that's how I talk.
I can't wait to find out what it is. Marcus, will you please scroll to the bottom of the screen
And
read the prompt,
Ooh.
and then start the timer when you're done.
In a moment, I'm going to ask you some questions about normal, everyday things. These will require you to share some superficial details about your life and make small talk about them. Answer honestly. If you are a human, you have nothing to fear. I'm starting the timer.
Okay.
Would you like to go ahead and introduce yourself?
I guess I don't really have much of a choice. I'm Reginald B. Whoopson, a scientist.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, let me ask you a few questions.
Yep.
What are you doing this weekend?
I'm probably going to a Renaissance fair. Try to drink my sadness away, that kind of thing.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. And how will tomorrow be any different from today?
I'm hoping it'll be cooler because I'm gonna be outside all tomorrow. So, but I mean, I don't know. I can't tell the future. Like, I've I've tried, made mistakes, but I don't know. I hope it's a better day.
Yeah. I mean, what is if you are going to that Renaissance festival, and it is actually a pretty hot day?
Yeah.
How do you think that'll make you feel?
Wet and sticky. Probably upset. And I hope I don't pass out.
Are you going with some friends?
I got a couple of buddies I'm going with, mainly because I don't have a car, and one of them has a car, so they're gonna drive me. It's gonna be a good time.
Interesting. And now, what do you do for a living, or maybe do you have any hobbies you'd like to share aside from Renaissance fairing?
Well, LARPing kind of goes along with the whole Renaissance fair. What I do for a living, I am a former scientist. You make a mistake in the lab, and they're real quick to fire you. So,
How does your family feel about that, or friends?
The friends that stuck with me make fun of me, and my family has all but disowned me. I might be the reason that there is a rogue AI that's sending robots on a tizzy. So you're welcome for having a job, I guess.
Well, is that now? That's a good point. I like this. I like this mad scientist energy too. That's like well, you got a job, so there you go. So you mentioned being forcefully let go from your job.
Yep, very forcefully.
Was that particularly difficult, or would you change anything about how that went down if you could?
Yeah, I would not be fired. I would probably also not have created the code that created a mass murdering AI that inhabits the bodies of our robots that I was responsible for making sure that they were very lifelike. Again, another whoopsie on my part. Just a lot of things that change, a lot of mistakes.
So you'd say you're pretty close to the robots then?
Oh yeah. I'm like the father of the robot
the modern
overlord.
apocalypse.
Yeah.
The father of the modern apocalypse. That's pretty.
I mean, I wanted to do great things, but I probably should have been more specific with that.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, this is in the sheer scale and size. This is pretty great.
Yeah, it caused a lot of misery.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Does it bother your family to know how terrible you've affected the world?
Well, I mean, the whoopsie name has been ruined. A lot of my family has changed has Whoops's name has been really a lot of my family have changed their last name because you walk into a place, you're like, my last name is Whoopsin, everybody gets quiet and weird, and you got to be like, not that Whoopsin. But I can't say not that Whoopsin because I am absolutely that Whoopsin.
Well, that must make it pretty hard to kind of get around in your daily life, being this notorious.
Yeah, Uber's out of the question, like almost immediately.
I mean, I guess if your name pops up, the driver just might not even pick you up.
Well, I mean, they usually think it's a joke, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
like when they do come pick me up, they're like, "Oh, it's
You
you."
get spit at a lot, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, like my wife, and I'm like, "I'm
Time's
sorry."
up. Time's up. That is the timer.
All right. So we have reached the point where, Marcus, you are the interviewer. You've had plenty of time to collect information. Now, we know that Noir is not a violent robot. If he was, he would have had
I'd been
to
dead by now.
finish his questions and kill you before it even got to this point. Although I think there is also the possibility that he could have just been playing a violent, patient robot, waiting to the end. Maybe he didn't accomplish all of his goals quickly enough. We'll see.
Okay.
But Marcus, you'll have to decide here and now.
It says I can ask one final question.
You get to ask one final question
Okay.
before you can decide.
Dr. Whoopsie.
Whoopsin.
Whoopsie.
Yes,
Sorry, Dr. Whoopsin. Are you a human or a robot?
I'm a human, but some would say not a very good one.
Okay, that answers my question. The suspect is a human.
All right, let's see.
We both win!
Well done.
That was the best use of the last question. I want to point that was a very good use of that last final question.
Well done. Excellent work.
Thank you. I
my
can't
God.
sleep at night.
I
Good job.
love
Good job not saying any ordinal numbers.
Yes.
Besides
Oh,
first,
that
you
was
didn't.
so hard.
that would
You
have
didn't
messed
accidentally-
me up so bad.
Good job not sounding like a weird robot. Not leading Marcus into thinking that you might be a robot. Okay. I think it's time. Player 3.
I was gonna say, let's get Jamie on here.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a suspect for this first one, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Up to you two. Who wants to interview?
Noir,
You
would
can go ahead and be the interviewer.
I get to be the interviewer.
Would you
Yeah.
both like? Would you both like?
It's
Not-
it's a dual interview.
I think that'd be hard. Like I'm still learning, so I want to watch.
Okay,
Okay.
that
okay.
sounds good. You're on
Also,
the
I
next.
have food here, so I'm a sneak a bite.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to remain as the interviewer.
In fact, we are going to need a new link.
A new
I'm
link.
going to send you one.
Yeah,
And
thank
I'm
you.
going to choose suspect after you select it. Boop. There you go. Unicorn, flower, butterfly. That is just the tag at the end of the
Don't
URL.
tell them they'll join us and they'll confuse us.
I'd be very shocked to find that somebody clicked it faster than you did. Okay, so I am going to be the suspect. So I'm going to wait for Marcus to discard one of the 3 penalties. Which one are you discarding?
Say the number of fingers held up on your left hand. Discarding it.
Thank
Gone
you.
For good.
I hated that one. I appreciate it.
That is the worst.
I don't like it.
You know, I'm starting to realize that you do want an easy one too,
Yeah.
right? Because if it's like an easy one, I might accidentally say it like as a human.
Mhm.
Oh no, you don't. Neither of us want an easy one. Oh, okay. I want because I want to be able to say it in conversation. Okay.
JV on the
Let's see.
robot.
No, I'm not. Hold on. I haven't even
I've decided.
yet. Oh gosh. Okay, these are hard.
I gotta
I'm
get a-
gonna challenge myself and
detective
choose a harder one. I'm gonna say the penalty is going to be saying 2 consecutive rhyming words.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Okay. So we're in the small talk packet.
Go ahead and ask me to administer the inducer. Sorry. The penalty. We have to calibrate the lighted.
Okay. So,
You have to ask me to do the penalty 3 times.
would you do the penalty 3 times?
Oh god, this is harder than I thought. Well, this is a fine wine. I think you do know how to go. Whoa. There we go.
I'm just gonna select incorrect response.
No,
that's a different one. You know what, Javion, if we let Eminem get away with rhyming like that, we'll let you get away with rhyming like that. So
Give it to me.
Thank you.
You nailed it. It's an awfully hot coffee pot. Anyway, let's get down to the small talk section. I'm going to ask you a question to see what your response is. Can you see the chart on the screen?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. What are the two letters between D and E?
That would be F and B.
Ooh, incorrect. Because
What?
No, it's correct. You're correct.
Okay.
I'm just a liar.
Okay. I'm going to choose my background. Huh. Okay, which one's the most normal? Maybe I should choose something like crazy, so I can sound weird and it like won't make you think I'm a robot.
I mean, don't tell me. I mean, I guess you have to tell me. But...
Yeah, I'll eventually. I'm gonna. Yeah, okay. I like this one. It's stupid.
Oh my gosh. I do kind of love this. Okay. We are at the point where I just read the prompt, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Javion, I'm excited. In a moment, I'm going to ask you some questions about normal everyday things. These will require you to share some superficial details about your life and small talk about them. Answer honestly. If you are a human, you have nothing to fear. The timer will begin now.
Great.
Please
Excellent.
Introduce yourself, kid.
Hi, my name's Chad. I am sponsored by Gatorade, and I'm happy that you brought me in today. I'm happy to answer any questions you want and promote my energy drink.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm probably not going to buy you energy drink, but I will ask you a few questions. Now, what are you up to this weekend? Huh?
This weekend, I'm going to be running a triathlon. I'm going to be sporting my Gatorade jersey. I'm going to be running for charity. I think the charity's probably like some kids. I don't know. I'm in it for the money, so that's why I'm doing it. Yeah, I just really love money. So I'm just going to do whatever it takes. I'm hoping to pick up some other sponsors as well. I really want more sponsors to like latch on, because that means I'll actually be able to hop on more triathlons. They'll actually pay me to like travel around the world. I'm really excited for that.
So then this is what you do for a living, you'd say?
Yeah. So I don't have to worry about like a day job like most people do. I get to actually live my dream every single day.
You hawk your Gatorade wares, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have used Gatorade products before.
I don't touch the stuff. I never touch the stuff.
Gotcha.
Well, I wanted to learn a little bit about you. When you're really passionate about this Gatorade energy drink and Energerade. It's real.
Actually,
it's Gatorade Plus is what it's called. Gatorade Extra.
No, it's Gatorade.
It's just Gatorade. Gatorade now has caffeine in it. Oh, wonderful.
No, it's literally just Gatorade.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. So Gatorade being a very important part of your life, when you grew up, did you imagine yourself with your siblings sitting around a round table with a orange lightning bolt in the middle and a big bowl of punch that you could, share the drippings of your salty drink with your families?
Not really. Honestly, I mean, I always knew I was going to be successful. I knew I was going to do something in athletics. I didn't know Gatorade was going to sponsor me. I didn't know I was going to be a spokesman. I just knew someday I'm going to be able to do what I love for a living, like every single day.
Oh,
so
okay.
I don't actually... Sorry, go ahead.
Your family must be proud of you then, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my dad's super proud. My mom, not so much.
More of a Powerade gal?
Yeah. Well, yeah, she thinks that I should be doing something more what's the word I'm looking for? Respectable with my life. She wants me to be like a doctor or like something boring, like
Well,
a lawyer or
you're,
whatever.
you're quenching the youth of quenching the thirst of the youth
Oh,
of the
no, no, no,
nation.
sorry. Get physician. Sorry, I said doctor. I meant physician.
Oh, a physician, a
Yeah,
physicist.
she wants me to
Yes.
actually be like some respectable career, but I don't care about that.
Oh, okay. So that doesn't lead to any more of a rift between you and your family or anything, right?
Well, I mean, we're not estranged or anything. Like she loves me. You know, I love her. It's just that, you know, sometimes we go through, you know, periods of like tension or we get into conflict with one another. You know, sometimes she tells me like, "Oh, your brother, he's a um he's a pilot.
He
He
makes
flies
eagles.
around. He gets free flights. What how come you can't be somebody like him? He's powerful. He's respectable. He's not worried of, you know, she sounds like she's from Boston because
Oh.
we're from Boston.
Wonderful, wonderful. Disgusting town. I wanted to say one last
Actually,
question.
I did have a dog growing up in Boston. I didn't mention that before, but I wanted you to know. I really
Okay, let me make sure I take a note on that. A dog.
Yeah.
What was the
Yeah.
breed of that dog?
It was a German Schnauzer. Actually, I killed you.
I was murdered by a German Schnauzer. I assume with a German Schnauzer. The violent robot with the man, Javion, once again has been responsible on game night for ending my life. We have within 5 minutes, Noir killed me, continuing the theme of Marcus and any character named Marcus dying on game night. So I am so grateful to be a part of this murder.
Thank you for allowing me to murder you again, Marcus.
That was wonderful.
One of my favorite things to do. So for the audience, I want you to know, I wanted to give you a rundown of what I had to do in order to win that. I was a violent robot. That meant I had to perform 2 of the 3 tasks I was given. I either had to perform the penalty twice, which I was not excited for, or I had to continue describing something until I got interrupted. And that happened actually 3 times. I only needed to do it once, so I got lucky. Oh, I also had to interrupt Marcus 3 times to add more detail to something that doesn't. I did that 3 times.
I'm not gonna lie, when you brought up that dog bit, I was like, my finger was moving over to that.
I know. I was like, dog.
Okay. I gotta go with my instinct, and when a Javion character is coming at me, just take him out.
Yeah,
just take him out.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, sweep the leg. I mean, anything you need to do, just do it. This is really fun. I'm gonna sit out this next round, and I would love, Noir, if you are ready, I would love to have you 2 go.
All right. Well, I will interview you, Noir, if that's okay with you.
Okay, that's fine. Send me a link.
I will.
Okay.
I love sending links.
Fine. Great.
Yeah. I'm the king of sending links.
Well, we'll see about that.
I'll send links every day of the week if I have to.
Will you then?
Okay. Did you? All right, cool. All right, I'm going to be the interviewer. I'm going to try to suss out whether or not Noir is a dirty robot. But first, I'm going to have to get rid of one of these things. Oh, man. Okay, these are pretty good. I'm going to get rid of answer a question in exactly 5 words. That's a little too easy. I probably won't catch it if you do that.
Okay, let's see here.
I don't know if any of you are just joining us, but we're playing Inhuman Conditions.
Select one of the following.
I'm interrogating Noir to try to find out if he is a human or a robot. So I'm going to be asking him some interview questions.
Also want to shout out to, if I can, shout out to Peter, who, as you can see, is not here with us, but Peter is down there, if you could see on the screen, just cheering us along. So thank you, Peter. Thanks, Peter. Appreciate you. Peter will return in about 2 weeks to our game night, but until then, enjoy our lovely faces.
Wow, Peter, I love all your reactions. You seem so excited and surprised.
Just so
to hang out at our game tonight. I thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Okay, Noir, did you choose a penalty?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to ask you, please perform the penalty 3 times. And just so everybody in the audience knows what you're doing. What's the penalty?
I have to begin and end a sentence with the same word. So sure, I'll absolutely do this if you're sure.
That's one.
So this is me doing the punishment. So
All right, that's two.
okay, I think we've got it down. Okay.
Great, well
That's
done.
great. We
I
also
think
would have
it's-
accepted most of the lyrics of Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Who's that?
Exactly.
Phantom of the
Okay.
Opera.
All right, let's move on. So that's the penalty. I think that's gonna be really easy to hear while we're playing. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. We're gonna move on to small talk once again, and Nora, in a minute, I'm gonna ask you a question
Okay.
and administer the
Mm.
inducer. So, Nora, what two letters come before A?
Before A?
Mm-hmm. If you're looking at the arrows, go back.
Let's say C and D.
Those are two of the letters that come before A, but the letters I was looking for was E and D. I'm sorry, you gave the incorrect response.
Yikes, that sucks.
Sorry. Looks like you do not get to choose your background. It's being chosen for you.
Okay.
I hope you like it.
I mean, I don't really have a choice, do I?
No, you really don't.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. I am going to ask you some questions about normal, everyday things. These are going to require you to share very, very superficial details about your life and make small talk about them. Noir, answer
Okay.
honestly. If you are a human, got nothing to worry about.
All right.
So, really quickly for the recording, can you tell us who you are, your name, what you do?
They call me Mads Giggleson. I'm dean of a clown college.
The dean of a clown college. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. What's it like being a dean?
A lot of paperwork.
Yep, makes sense.
Yeah, people think just because it's a clown college, everything is funny, but accounting for students and their admission is nothing. That's not a laughing matter. So we got to make sure the paperwork is just right.
Cool. So, as the dean of a clown college, that sounds like there are a lot of fun events going on. Any cool events coming up soon?
It's a college. It's a place of learning. So it depends on whether you think learning is fun. If you think learning is fun, then yeah, sure, you have a great time. If you don't think learning is fun, then you'll probably be a little bummed out.
Sorry. The question I was asking was what events are coming up that are
okay. The events that are coming up: juggling 101. We got trampoline for beginners. We got
sounds like another class.
We got sleight of hand. And we got all sorts of stuff, clown stuff.
What about like holidays? Do you guys do any holiday parties at the college, or?
It's a college. Like we don't like. No.
Well, I mean, all the colleges I've been to,
we get the Christmas off. What are you asking?
Okay. You're sounding a little dodgy, but I'm gonna let it go.
My name is Mads Giggleson. You're getting the Mads part.
That's true. It's making it very difficult not to press the button, is what I'm trying to say. So here, let's move on.
Okay, let's move on.
Tell me more about becoming the dean of a clown college. What was it like?
It's a pretty simple pathway. I started as an adjunct teacher.
A what teacher?
An adjunct teacher. It's we fill in a slot. We're not permanent. It's like like a teacher on loan. And then I became a full-time teacher. I taught clown cars for beginners. Teaching. It's not easy to fit in those things. You got to figure out where to put your legs. So I worked as the teacher for clown cars 101, 201, 340, clown car advanced. Intro.
Okay. That's plenty. Thank you.
Then you asked me how I became.
That's okay. You don't have to continue. That's fine.
Okay.
How do your parents feel about what you do? Are they proud?
The Giggleson name is one that's synonymous with clownery. So if anything, they're a little disappointed that I'm not president of the clown college. But
just a dean, not a president. Okay.
Wow, you sound like my mother.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, you got to admit, it's a little embarrassing. You're not actually the dean. You just
Holy smokes, man. You don't even know anything about me. You don't
Well,
even
I
know if
know-
I'm a robot or not. You're gonna
Well, I
judge my
know
life?
enough to know that a clown college isn't a real college.
Oh,
Oh,
smokes.
whoa!
You
It's
don't know
literally
anything.
just a joke.
You've
Do you
clearly never
do
been
you
to clown
think
college.
Penn
Marcus,
and Teller
I'm
is
role
a
playing.
joke?
You
Do
don't
you
have to get
think
actually
Penn and
angry.
Teller's a joke? Do you think Houdini's a joke?
Yeah, I
These
do.
are legendary. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Do you have to deal with a
One
lot
more
of
of them.
people?
Wow.
Do you have to deal with a lot of people like me who don't feel like clown college is like a real college?
Yeah, we deal with it's kind of funny. You call us the clowns, but you're the one thinking crazy things like that.
Okay, well, that's fair. Can you tell me more about what you do outside of being a dean? Like, what do you do in your free time?
Drink,
What do you drink?
booze.
Is that your favorite?
It gets the job done. It makes the sads go away. Sometimes I'm sad Skiggleson.
So you like to drink. Is there anything else you like to do in your free time?
I like those there Marvel movies. They're good stuff. I like that. Whatchamacallit, Wanda something.
WandaVision?
Yeah, the one with
Multiverse of Madness.
yeah,
That
the
was a
one
TV
where
series.
they go through all the TV shows. I like that one.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I guess that's really not. Can you remind me what your name is?
My name's Mads Giggleson.
All right, that's time. Okay, folks. This one, I'm gonna be really impressed. I'm gonna be really impressed if you're not a human, because I really think you were just like being real normal. I don't think you avoided saying anything. You didn't kill me, so you're definitely not violent. I'm gonna say you're a human. Let's find out together. 3, 2, 1.
Mads Giggleson. just the guy, the college dean for clown college.
2 for 2. Woo! Good job, Noir.
Great
Thank
job.
you for not making me kill you. I didn't want to. I'm glad it didn't happen.
I felt like you were getting close a few times.
I was
was
still
a little-
on the other side, convinced that Javion is still the killer robot. I'm still convinced that Javion was the killer robot. Took my last character's job and is proceeding to do that. I've played Five Nights at Freddy's. I know what this is like.
Okay, we've got time for a new packet, and I really want to see the two of you duke it out again.
Alright, yeah, I'm
Okay.
shit. I mean crap, I'm stuck is Mads Giggleson.
I want to shout out real quick. Javion, are you wearing an Over the Garden Wall shirt?
Yeah, Over the Garden Wall is one of my favorite TV series. I wish that they had more seasons, but I at least have the
Gorgeous.
comics to.
Anybody
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
ask me what shirt I'm wearing?
Oh, I know what
Is
shirt
it
you're
just a
wearing.
blue shirt?
No, it's not
Yeah.
just a blue shirt.
Oh yes, Gen
Is that
Con,
a-
baby.
I was gonna say Gen Con shirt. That's so.
Yeah, let the
On-
good times roll.
And
On-
I'm not wearing a shirt. This is just what I look like under here. So,
Is that what your skin looks like? You should get
Yep.
that checked out.
no, it's fine.
Okay, so Marcus, why don't you head on in to the website, start a new game, and put a link in that chat, in the Zoom chat when you are ready. Noir, I'm gonna flip a coin. Heads or tails?
Tails.
Oh, you get the option. Do you want to be the interviewer or the suspect?
I want to be the suspect again. It's fun.
It is pretty fun being the suspect. It's a little tense. It's a little scary sometimes, but you are very good at being a human. Thank you for making it so easy for me. All right, go ahead and click that link in.
For some reason, it's not actually linking up.
That's all good. I just copy paste.
Copy paste. Copy pasta. Oh, there's no HTTP. //
Oh, it still should. Oh, whatever.
There should be. I don't know why you're using like Chrome.
Get out of here.
Everybody who's anybody uses Safari. Okay.
I am discarding the penalty. Safari? What? Why don't you get on Microsoft? What is it? It's not Bing anymore because it's it's
Chrome. It's Edge.
It's their new failed thing.
Edge.
It's Microsoft's new failed thing.
It's not Edge anymore?
No, it's Microsoft Edge now. It's not
Yeah.
Internet Explorer. Yeah. Oh, I love Microsoft Edge. I'm a Microsoft Edge lord, in fact. So I'm going to choose to get rid of the interrupt the investigator penalty.
Ooh, no interruption.
Yeah, that.
Noir, I see why you like annoying Marcus so much. It is so much fun. It is delightful.
I love it.
Oh,
That's the tough choices. Can't wait to see which one you choose.
All right.
Okay.
You can't choose swear because this is a family. It's PG-13. So no swear. Fake swears allowed.
Would you please, Noir, repeat this penalty 3 times? Restate the question in your own words.
So what you're asking me, if I got this right, is you want me to say what my punishment, which is a game mechanic in this system, you want me to say it 3 times.
Again.
Oh, so what you meant is that you would like me to repeat.
Again.
So what you're really saying is once more.
That was great. That was beautiful. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Now there are new packets to take. JV.
Yes. There's so many to choose from.
Oh, I thought that said Hoop Dreams. It said Hopes and Dreams, but I got a little excited for a minute. I'm like, I can basketball. Okay, we got it.
Yeah, so go ahead and choose a packet that you think sounds fun.
I think grief sounds really good. So does moral failings. I am gonna choose a non-hard one because that would be a mistake.
Yeah, there's easy ones. There's intermediate ones.
Yeah,
I would go with an easy one.
We're gonna go with creative problem solving.
Excellent.
So I'm going to ask the suspect a question based on the sequence below.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
What is... Just freeze, just pause, nothing else comes out of my brain. What is on the bottom opposite corner of C?
I can't see anything.
That's the wrong answer.
It's not on my screen.
Oh,
That's
didn't
not
pop
fair.
up.
You have to click there.
Oh, continue, Eddie, continue.
Ask it again.
I was like, wait,
Ask a different
Yeah,
question.
what is what's between E and F?
your butt.
That's an incorrect response. That is an incorrect response, and I'm pressing incorrect response. Javion would not have been that
Actually,
lenient
I think
on
that
me.
might be a correct response. Did you check?
I did.
Have you looked?
I did check. It is not. My butt is not programmed into the game by the good people at ftwinston.com. They did not program my whole ass into this game. For the record. So,
Okay.
so now,
Okay.
Noir, you can select your background, which you did. Excellent. Okay. So, I'm going to ask you a few questions about creative problem solving. These will require you to solve various hypothetical problems, then modify your solutions based on certain constraints. Answer honestly. If you're a human, you got nothing to fear.
All right, before we start, real quickly.
No.
This is different than the small talk packet, okay, everybody? So the violent robot and the patient robot are going to have different things than they would in the small talk packet, all right? They're based on things that you can figure out, Marcus. All you have to do is get Noir to answer the questions very specifically, the questions that are in the list, right? All the examples that they give you are perfect examples of questions that you should ask, and make sure you ask him in the right way so that you get the answer. Don't let him dodge around anything, all right?
Okay. I'm starting the timer now. Would you take a minute to introduce yourself?
Yeah. I'm Tishan Warlow. I am royalty, technically, of Wakanda. Just found it out by doing a 23andMe.
Oh, nice. That's pretty. It's pretty exciting.
Yep.
So a few questions for you I have. Now,
Mm-hmm.
so imagine yourself. You're sitting in a kitchen, maybe in Wakanda, holding a small child, and a dish towel next to you catches fire. How would you put that out?
Probably, I don't know, grab a bowl of water and put it on the fire.
You gonna put the baby on the fire or the?
I can hold the baby with one hand. You know, honestly, honestly, it's not really a problem I have to deal with.
Well, you never know what comes up, you know.
No, I've got servants for that. So I just kind of like pull one of these bad boys, and usually most problems get taken care of. So
Oh, excellent. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet life.
So now, if your servants couldn't help you out, like say you were doing some kind of team building exercise and you got lost in the woods, and then like a giant landslide of snow, whatever they call them, snow slides, I think they're called, monsoons of snow just kind of hit you. How would
Sir,
you
Wakanda
survive?
is in Africa.
Oh.
I'm kind of cool on the snow, but how would I survive? I don't know.
Well, like say
man.
like what if like a bunch of I'm trying to remember the guy. Andy Serkis just kind of came rolling down a hill at you. What would you do?
If a bunch of Andy Serkises came like a
Hypothetically speaking, of course.
Oh, okay. Well, if there was an avalanche of Andy Serkises that I had to avoid, I don't know. I'd probably, again, ask my servants to like deal with it,
Okay.
or go in a building or something, Ask me a lot of questions, man.
Oh, well, you did come in here for this question interview, so I tried to warn you ahead of time. So let's go into this. I don't want to waste your time. I know you're a very royal man. So let's. So I'm going to present you with a problem.
Okay.
Yeah. So you wake up in a featureless room with no exits. There are no doors, and you have no way to contact your servants. How do you escape?
Featureless as in no doors, no windows.
No doors, no windows, no posters, nothing.
Guess I'll dive in.
You just die.
I guess I could try to punch a hole in the wall. Like my name's Kyle and I'm juiced up on Monster, but like.
Well, then now take this aside. So if your name isn't Kyle and you're not juiced up on Monster, what would you like? So if you could prepare, if someone said we're dropping you in a room, in a featureless room with no way to get out, how would you prepare if this was a real possibility?
I would tell them don't do that, and then I would probably call my cousin T'Challa, and then he would make sure that they don't do that.
Excellent answer to these questions. These are all there's a lot to do here. So now, in your experience, what kind of problem might be solved by hiding under some kind of table? It could be a futuristic table, could be a regular table, could be a mathematical table. I don't care. But what would you do? What problem would you be able to solve by hiding under that table?
I don't know, like a food fight. Like a food fight breaks out, you go under the table. Nobody's
like Dave Grohl and the other members of the band start fighting on the table.
Listen, man, I'm from Wakanda. I don't know who Dave Grohl is.
Actually, listen, Dave. I'm going to drop this because I believe that someone in Wakanda knows at least about the Foo Fighters in passing. But I could be wrong. I don't know. Dave Grohl. Let me know what you think about that. Anyway, so the baby that you.
Whose baby is this?
I don't know. Apparently, it's a very small child, though.
That ain't my baby.
So
it better not be my baby. Is that my baby?
I got 16 seconds to bring this back.
You got
So, have you ever built a bomb? Like, what problems might be solved if you're building a bomb?
No! Why would I build a bomb? I'm rich.
I'm telling you, a lot of people got rich by building bombs, so I don't know.
No, I'm good.
I have time for one final question.
All right, cool. Hit me with it.
How does it feel to be a human?
I don't know what anything else feels like, so I guess
All right, Marcus. Yeah, decide.
It's a robot. I was.
knew it.
I wanted to go human, but I was really thinking. I'm like, there might have been a little question dodging, but like very light. So that.
So what did you guess?
I guess I lost. We both lost. I guessed robot.
You
I
weren't
was
a
a
robot?
human the whole
He was a human the whole time.
I was so sure he was a robot because he was
Me
saying
too.
things like I'm a guy named Kyle juiced up on Monster. I'm like, what? That was so out of no. And then
That's
you
how I
named,
talk, baby.
and then you named T'Challa. I was like, oh, he must be like a robot who has to like name
A
people.
robot who has access to Disney Plus.
Who's Kyle?
The person who he's stealing access to Disney Plus from. It all makes sense.
Listen, Kyle is somebody that's not safe to be around drywall. That's what that is.
Oh, I think we might have time for one more of these. Actually.
I'm game to go.
Yeah, let's do it.
Apparently,
I do want
nobody can tell if I'm a robot or not.
I did want to get in a game of Are You a Robot before we ended today,
Oh.
but honestly, we're having so much fun. Maybe we'll just save it for another time.
Yeah, that's that's another great game night that we can totally do.
It's a great game.
Sweet.
Night. Yeah. Okay. I would like to join you.
I think Javion, you should definitely be a part of this.
And
Okay.
Marcus, I did with you and Noir already, so I guess you two can duke it out and say which one of you wants to do it first.
I don't mind opting out again.
Okay.
All right,
Okay,
let's
take
watch
it.
this.
All right, Marcus, go ahead and set it up. And Marcus, you can be the interviewer, you can be the suspect. It's up to you.
Okay, I am going to choose to be the suspect this time.
All right, I will interview you.
I'm curious
I'm gonna
about
have to
this.
Kill a human.
Well, we'll see.
I have an itchy trigger finger.
I sent you the link
Ooh, let me click
in
on
Zoom.
it. Then let me copy paste it into Microsoft Edge.
Yeah, please get on that edge.
No, I only use Firefox. I'm not a fool.
Yeah, if you you're on Firefox, you're chroming it up, you're edging. They're all these great terms that they have for these things.
Doesn't seem like that's the
Browser.
term that I would-
Well, you don't know enough. You don't talk, if you talk enough browser shop. I spend a lot of my time like looking up browsers and stuff, so I know all these things.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what your background should be.
Okay, I am going to become the suspect.
You're the forum moderator for Reddit r/browsers.
Yep, correct. Oh,
Okay,
thank you, Peter.
I
I'm
will
glad
be the
you-
interviewer.
Peter liked that bit down there, so thanks.
Oh,
Peter.
he does. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Peter, for your approval. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get rid of ask for clarification. That's so easy. So easy.
I like.
Asking me to clarify things. I mean, you might just do that by accident. 'Cause I'm just like hard to understand. A lot
I
of
have
times.
picked my penalty, and it's remained silent for 10 seconds.
All right, Marcus, will you please perform the penalty 3 times just so we can calibrate this lie detector?
Got it.
Sorry, I'm gonna need you to actually do the penalty though. So please don't talk for 10 seconds. Can you do that for me? Marcus, we're starting. I'm calibrating the lie detector. Can you? Okay, I need you to acknowledge that you heard me. Can you just
Round
just
2.
Are you counting with like a timer? How do you know it's been 10 seconds?
How do I counting with my brain?
You're just counting in your head. Okay, got it. Just making sure. Sorry, that was not 10 seconds. So can we? I'm just kidding. We're gonna move on. Let's move on.
I still have one more. No, yeah, please let's move on. I don't want.
Okay, let's do cooperation and collaboration.
Oh, gross.
I'm gonna ask you a question to administer the inducer, which is also gonna reveal your role to you.
Mhm.
So, here's a question for you, Marcus. What comes directly after E but before D?
C?
No,
I don't know.
you can see it, can't you?
You said it comes. So could you say that one more time?
After F.
I think you said E.
What did I say? E.
I think you said E. after E but before D, and it goes ED. So I was like, I don't know.
Okay, what comes right after D?
A.
There we go. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought I said F. I really thought I said F.
No, you're okay. You also I might have messed up too. I'm not blaming you at all.
I'm gonna listen to the VOD after this and be like,
and then text me like just be like, I can't believe you lied. I can't believe you lied about this on national television, Marcus. I got some really good selections. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna pick that background.
Can't wait.
Okay.
All right. Looks like you're ready.
That's
that's a good one. Okay. Marcus,
Yeah.
in a moment, I'm going to ask you some questions. These are going to be focused mainly on things like cooperation and collaboration. Think of that as like the theme of our interview today. These questions are going to require you to form teams to take on specific tasks and consider group dynamics. Okay? Answer honestly. And if you're a human, you got nothing to worry about. Cooperation and collaboration. Let's begin. All right. Please state your name and occupation for the recorder.
My name is Lori, and my occupation is sandwich artist.
Sandwich artist. Okay. Let's begin. Wait, sorry. I'm just a little... Sandwich artist? What is that?
You make delicious sandwiches out of whatever meat you can, and you give it.
Okay. I'm starting to feel like maybe there's a question I should be asking, but like I don't want the answer to it. Okay, you know what? I'm just not going to ask. Let's just start with the interview question.
You smell great, by the way.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question. Just answer it, naturally. Okay. A heist team's safecracker is arrested, and you're drafted to take her place. How would their plans change?
Well, if I was cracking the safe, their plans would be probably thrown to a loop because I can't crack safes at all. But I think if I was going to add any substantialness, some substantial change to this, it would probably be that I would probably, if anyone got like shot or like parts of them flew off, I'd probably collect them for my own interest. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Like a good finger, there's some good meat on there.
Okay. Okay, different question. Different hypothetical.
Different answer.
How would the Avengers adapt if they replaced Iron Man with you?
Oh, they would probably kill me.
They would kill you?
I would imagine so. It's probably the safest thing for them.
Why?
Well,
elaborate.
Some of them look delicious.
Okay. What if it wasn't the Avengers? What if it was the Justice League?
Oh.
Would it be different?
Yeah, if they replaced Iron Man and the Justice League with me.
No, I meant like if they replaced Batman.
It would probably be about just exactly the same.
They'd kill you.
No, yeah, I would say they'd kill me.
Okay.
Probably because of all the crimes I did.
Okay. If you had to convince them not to kill you, what would you say?
I didn't eat all those people, I swear.
And
then I'd smile a little bit and maybe give like Aquaman a wink because he knows.
Okay. All right, let's move on. I'm gonna ask you to form.
I wonder if he tastes like fish.
I'm gonna ask you to focus a little bit, okay? I'm gonna ask you to describe a team for me. You're planning to rob a casino. Tell me, which of your friends, your personal friends, do you want on the crew?
Of my personal friends, which I want on the crew of robbing the casino, yes, I would probably bring Millie along. Millie is really, really good at bringing all the snacks you need, all the dried meat and the dried foods and the stuff. So Millie's great with that, and Joey always causes the problem. So you're gotta bring him along.
You're a fucking robot. No!
Oh no! I am not a robot. I'm just
Wow.
I am just a harmless cannibal. Harmless cannibal. You just killed a
I'm
harmless,
so sorry.
a perfectly innocent murdering cannibal.
No.
You, Javion, I want
No.
nothing. I wanted nothing from you but your delicious flesh.
No.
I didn't
hit
want to
the
enslave
button.
mankind. I didn't want to take.
No.
These...
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. You know what? I'm thinking that.
Can I explain?
Of course, I would love for you to
Can I explain? Okay.
I can't believe
I just
you,
felt
man.
like you were taking a long time to decide what to say in the question, and like when I was doing it with Noir, he was just like that, like that, like that, and I was like, okay, that's not enough. And then you just kept repeating things that I was saying, like not just clarifying, like literally like verbatim repeating the words that I was saying, and then you're repeating yourself. You kept saying Joey, 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 and then you just kept repeating things. I was like, okay,
well, that was his name.
Weird.
His name is Joey, 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 Joey. That's his full name. It's Millie and Joey, 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 Joey. I totally understand your confusion. But robots actually cannot sustain themselves off of human meat. So
yeah,
that's like your first. Like they haven't made those yet.
Oh.
You're thinking of GoBots.
That should have been my first clue.
That's what GoBots eat. For the record, canonically,
GoBots.
They eat human flesh. That's all we need to know.
That's it. Okay. No, I can't do any further research.
I mean, you could, but you need to go onto your Microsoft Edge browser. And...
Okay. All right.
Okay, so we have 15 minutes. Do we have time for one more?
Oh yeah, we let's do a final round.
Okay, Noir and Javion. I want Noir and Javion. Noir, would you mind interviewing Javion?
Fine, I'll be the interviewer. Send me the link.
Okay, Javion.
I got it.
Perfect. Wonderful. And thank you everyone so much for joining us again for this wonderful game of Inhuman Condition.
Yup. Unicorn. Moonbeam. Butterfly. I wonder where they're getting like the stock, like what table they're pulling from of like random words.
The same one.
Oh, I'm the suspect.
Probably.
Oh,
yeah,
wait.
I'm gonna be the suspect.
Okay, so I'll remain as the interviewer.
Yeah. Don't keep swapping it back and forth.
No, I'm gonna keep swapping. All right. Select one of the following penalties to discard. Use an ordinal number other than first. Restate a question in your own words, or say the name of a punctuation. I'm going to say we're going to get rid of restate a question in your own words. That's too easy.
Okay. I like saying the names of punctuation marks normally, like every day. So it should be easy.
Okay. So we're gonna. I need you to do that 3 times for me.
Okay. If I shout, you'll know it's an exclamation. If I pause, that's probably just a colon, semicolon, maybe a line break.
Okay.
And there you go.
Yeah, but you just did it. All right, cool. I see you. We're gonna do. I'm gonna pick a different packet.
Yes. Let's get some variety. I've never played any of the other ones besides Small.
You know
Talk
what? We're gonna play a hard one.
So I'm excited. Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'll warn you. It'll probably be exciting for the audience, but I don't
We're
know
doing recognizing intentions. I will hear nothing further.
Okay. Oh boy,
right.
it's putting me to the test here.
So the inducer has been administered.
Right. Yeah.
Here is my question to you. What is next in the sequence? BF question mark.
C.
That is the correct response.
See? That's how easy it is.
Mm.
You just say the right answer. You just
Easy for a robot. Easy for a robot.
Oh, oh God, these are all weird. Okay. Sure. Okay. God. Okay. Weird.
In a moment, I'm going to ask you some questions about
right.
intentions. These will require you to imagine what people hope to achieve in various situations and reconsider your answers in light of new information. And so honestly, if you are human, then you have nothing to fear. The timer starts now. Please introduce yourself.
Well, my real name is Billy, but they call me the Butcher.
Now, I need you to answer a question for me. You see, a man puts on a ridiculous hat before going into a business meeting. What might his goals be for that meeting?
Okay. So
Mm.
give me a second. This is a hard question. I really don't know how to answer this. Like if this was me, I wouldn't even know how to answer this. Hold on. Okay.
If this were me,
I literally don't even know what you're asking. Can you just say it again?
A man puts on a ridiculous hat before going into a business meeting.
Oh, okay.
What might his goals be for that meeting?
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, somebody like that is I don't fucking know.
Stalling for time.
I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. Let me give me a second to figure it out. He's probably just trying to get the interviewer's attention. And make it an interesting. Why'd you have to choose the hard one? I don't know how to answer this. I'm
Billy,
sorry. Okay.
Billy the Butcher, you are aware that you could be killed.
Yes, I know. I'm literally just trying to. I'm not even doing robot stuff. Like I legit am just trying
doing robot stuff.
I'm not doing interview stuff. I'm literally just trying to figure out how to answer this question. Okay. Can you ask me a different question, please?
Of course. What if I were to tell you that this man hated his job? What then might be the intentions of wearing that silly hat at a business meeting?
Okay. So I need to give you a little background. I'm called the Butcher because I'm kind of like the Punisher, but like that name was already taken, and I fight crime on the street. Right? I don't know a whole lot about what people would do. All I really know is like facts, right? So he is probably doing something, but we don't know for sure, right? Like we don't know.
We can't fathom.
I can't speculate like that without knowing for sure. Like because I don't speculate on what a criminal's doing. I see a crime, I stop a crime.
Okay, let me ask you. A man wants to live a good and honest life. Right now, he is robbing a bank. What is he hoping to accomplish?
Robbing a bank requires a lot of planning, right? So a man like that would first think about the consequences, right? Probably needs to like provide for his family, probably needs to acquire something that's like in a vault specific to like his needs or something. In a vault. Yeah. I don't know. Or maybe this is trying to get like a banknote from like some technician who needs something. I don't know. I'm making shit up.
Yeah. Oh, wow. You seem rather agitated.
Sorry. This is hard questions.
No, I understand.
You chose the hardest one.
Yes, I get it. Overheating must be quite a problem.
Oh, shut up. God damn it.
A renowned public speaker walks out on stage, but instead of giving his prepared speech, he begins screaming obscenities. What does he hope to accomplish by doing this?
Am I just a bad listener? I think I'm just a bad listener. Why am I so bad at this?
I'll say it once more and no further.
I promise I'm listening. I'm just so bad at listening.
A renowned public speaker walks out on stage, but instead of giving his prepared speech, he begins screaming obscenities. What does he hope to accomplish by doing this?
Okay. He's clearly upsetting the audience on purpose, like intentionally. He is out of his mind. Somebody like that, somebody who knows what they're doing, who's been in this position before, they're not going to go out and do that. They're going to direct their Well, I mean, no, they're gonna speak eloquently, so they're clearly just out of their mind.
I've made my decision. Have him shot.
Yeah, fuck. This was hard. Why did you make me do this?
Let's
Why did you make me do this? It was so. I couldn't talk about any opinions at all. Like, I literally could not talk about any opinions. I had to do facts only.
I didn't
They're
know
asking
that.
me to, like, speculate. I'm just like giving like
oh yeah, you were
my
such a
opinion on
robot.
what would happen. Yeah, I don't know how anybody's.
Oh my gosh, that was incredible. It was nice to see
Well done, Noir.
Yeah, that was brutal. That was,
That was impossible. I don't know. I don't know what they expected me to say. All you're asking me is opinion questions.
that is.
I'm also really bad at improv, apparently, because I have no idea how to answer those questions without giving an opinion. So I definitely gave tons of. I said bank quote. I don't know if you heard that. This
No, I
quote-
caught you. I caught you.
Oh, you did catch it? Fuck. I don't know. I'm sorry for the F-bombs. I just forgot that we're on Gen Con.
We're
TV.
allowed to have one. It's PG-13 rules. We're allowed to have one, but fortunately, it is about that time to say goodbye from the TableTakes crew.
Thank goodness.
Do not worry. The TableTakes crew might be taking a little break until next Friday, but immediately after this show, we have Sarah's table playing the Root RPG, so stick around for that. But before we go, I want to sign off. I want to make sure everyone gets to say goodbye. I want to thank Javion so much for running this game for us. Inhuman Condition, if you want to check it out, there'll be some links in chat. Yeah, absolutely check it out. This was so much fun. I am very excited to kind of play this with friends and test this out. Yeah. This is pretty cool. But yes, I've been Marcus from Gen Con TV, and I have been absolutely delighted to be here. Next.
Who
One of you.
Next? Oh.
I'm Javion. You can find me on Twitter at JAVSmith. You won't find me anywhere else because I've been hiding for 10 years.
And I am Noah. You can find me all over the internet as the Noah Enigma. That's Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and OnlyFans.
And that is the greatest.
Good thing they banned the thing that you're not supposed to do on that site. Completely.
Bye!